like clock. I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
What is going on, guys? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be going over a couple things that can actually help make your gaming experience a little bit more enjoyable, especially, well, I guess you can use it for any single game, but a lot of them, any of them you can use for Fortnite as well. But not only will some of them make it more enjoyable for you and a little bit more fun, but a lot of them will also actually improve your competitive style and actually allow you to be a little bit of a better player, which is kind of a big deal, right? You obviously want to be a better player. It's basically what this channel is for, is to help you become a better player. So some of these tips will be able to help you out with that. And if you're looking forward to this video, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. You guys already know the drill. It's like this every video, and I appreciate all of you guys that continue to comment, etc., etc. And now let's get right into today's video. So at the number 10 spot, something that you can actually use, this one isn't really well, kind of, but something you can use to help it improve your gaming experience is actually to get a mini fridge or something that you can like store your drinks underneath like your desk or beside your bed, something close to you that you can just use, because it's been proven that the more you keep hydrated, the more you drink, etc., etc., the more you're going to perform, not only for just like Fortnite or gaming in general, but for any kind of sport or something that you're using your brain and you're using things that you have to actually like focus on. Trust me, it's so important to keep hydrated, keep okay, keep making sure that you're completely fine, because it's just, trust me, so important to keep hydrated. Plus, it's pretty nice after like 3 or 4 hour gaming sessions, even 6-7 hours. It's kind of nice to just be able to move over a couple inches, grab a drink, and cool down a little bit, or again, hydrate up a little bit. It's definitely a good feeling instead of running upstairs, filling up your water, or running downstairs, or whatever the case is, right? It's just a nice little feeling to be able to do that so quickly. Now let's move on to number 9. So coming in at number 9, not only can this make it more enjoyable for you to play Fortnite, but it also will help quite a bit, and trust me, it will. And that's getting a new router, new modem, or new Wi-Fi in general. So basically what I mean about this is, for example, you can upgrade your download and upload speed, and this is obviously if you can afford this kind of stuff. Like, if not, no big deal, but there will be some cheaper alternatives. This is a pretty big one. But again, you can basically buy a new modem, you can get quicker upload and download speed, you can even get a special router like an Asus router to help improve your ping a little bit. And this will help competitively, obviously, because you'll be able to retake walls quicker, etc., etc. You won't have ping delay. Whatever the case is, it will help, trust me. But it'll also actually help your gaming experience in general, because it'll be more fun, because you'll be able to win more. You'll be able to not worry about people breaking in your boxes as easy, etc., etc. So this one does cost a little bit more money, but trust me, it is a big investment to make. It's definitely worth it just for the gaming experience in general, as well as the competitive side. Now this one is a pretty cheap option, and it's also a pretty big one, and it's basically getting a pair of arm sleeves or like a long sleeve t-shirt that you use specifically for gaming. And there's a couple things that kind of can benefit you with this. One is you get a routine, so every single time you throw in these arm sleeves, every single time you throw in this long t-shirt, you're going to be ready. You're going to know you got to get into the zone. You're going to be ready to play. Basically, that's one of the biggest things. Also, it's extremely comfortable, especially if you're keyboard and mouse. I know that you're just moving your arms the entire time, right? So it's just super nice to be able to not like get sore arms, like your arms don't get stuck, because for example, a lot of people do have wooden desks, so sometimes your arm gets kind of stuck on the wooden desk. So if you have an arm sleeve, or if you have a long t-shirt that you always wear, then it's not going to get stuck anymore. It's just going to slide really smoothly, allowing a smooth transition for your mouse moving, and even for controller. It's just nice to be able to actually like kind of not have to worry about it. Again, it's just nice to keep warm, etc. Whatever the case is, not only does it help that, but it just, again, like I said, helps you get into the rhythm of actually getting into that zone. Yeah, I highly suggest getting a pair of either arm sleeves or, like I said, a long sleeve t-shirt. Trust me, it will be worth it. Now coming in at number 7, we have, this is only for keyboard and mouse players, but it's a mouse pad. And maybe not just a normal mouse pad, but a better mouse pad. So what I mean about this is basically a mouse pad actually can mean a lot, like can do a lot for you. So if you only have a normal like little mouse pad, Well, it's not going to be able to do that much. You're not going to be able to move your mouse that much, even if you're on very, very high sensitivity. It's nice not having to worry about that. But if you have a big extra large mouse pad, then trust me, it is extremely nice to be able to move your mouse all around and keep your mouse like wherever you want it, right? Trust me, it is a big deal. That's why you see all the big pro streamers, pro gamers, they all have these gigantic mouse pads. Some of them even have their entire desk just as a mouse pad. So it is definitely a good investment. It only costs around 30 to 40 bucks if you want a bigger one, but trust me, like I said, it's extremely worth it. Now coming in at our number 6 spot, this is another mouse and keyboard one, and it's a mouse bungee. I'm sure all of you guys know basically how annoying it is when you're fighting someone and all of a sudden your mouse cord, this is obviously only for wired mouses, your mouse cord gets stuck behind your desk or gets caught on the corner or something, like your monitor, whatever the case is, it just gets caught and there's nothing really you can do. It's super, super frustrating. For that entire fight, you have to hold your mouse a little bit tighter because it's hard to move, etc., etc. It's just really, really frustrating not being able to actually like do anything besides like maybe put something down or whatever the case is. But if you have a mouse bungee, I actually just bought one like 2 days ago and I already am in love with it. It's so, so nice. I never have to worry about my mouse getting stuck or my mouse wire getting stuck again. And trust me, it is definitely a good cop. They cost like $13-14, not a big deal. And yeah, so definitely a big investment if you're looking for it. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. Now coming in at number 5, this is upgrading your mouse and keyboard. So if you only have like an average mouse, I definitely recommend getting a new mouse. Like if you actually want to be more competitive and even if you want to enjoy yourself a little bit more, trust me, it's extremely worth it getting a new mouse. Like it's a big difference. When I switched over from some like $30 wireless mouse to my Logitech G402, it was the biggest difference ever and it felt absolutely unbelievable playing with that app, like a new mouse. And now even eventually in the next, when Final Mouse releases its new mouse, I'm getting it because I feel like I need an upgrade. I feel like it's a light mouse, it's going to feel way better. And again, if you only have a crappy keyboard, it's not mechanical, whatever it is, keyboards can't be that bad, but I highly suggest, hey, spend an extra $80 for Christmas, whatever the case is, and cop yourself a new keyboard. Like, you may as well, right? A lot of you guys play this game a ton, yet you're not playing, like, you're playing this game so much, you may as well have a decent setup and make your time more enjoyable, because all the time you put into it, it should be enjoyable. Now coming in at number 4, now this is for you controller players, and this is buying a SCUF controller. Now when I used to play on console, I guess, yeah, console or controller, whatever you want to say, buying a SCUF controller was honestly the best thing I've ever done. It was incredible the difference, how quickly you're able to build with just having a SCUF controller, and movement, even being able to move was so much easier on a SCUF controller than just having a normal controller. And sure, you can just play claw, but for a lot of people it's kind of uncomfortable. You can get like wrist problems, etc., etc. So trust me, it definitely is worth investing in the SCUF controller if you actually want to take your game to the next level, and you'll be able to clap people. Sure, it'll take a little bit, like a month or something, to get used to, but it is definitely worth it in the long run. Trust me, I guarantee it for you. Now coming in at number 3, we have a new headset. So now a lot of you guys probably only have a $40 London Drugs Turtle Beach headset or a $30 whatever headset, right? Something that's not that good, doesn't really do its job. Like, you can hear people, but not really. So is it really worth it? You know what I mean? But if you have been playing for a while and your headset's not that good or it's not comfortable or whatever the case is, I definitely recommend kind of moving up and getting a new headset. There's a couple things that you can actually like do with a new headset. Like, it'll feel way more comfortable. You'll be able to hold it on your head for hours upon hours and it won't hurt. Like, I got the Astro A40s I think 6 months ago and I love them. Like, it's extremely comfortable, no problems. Like, it feels perfect. And also you have the way better game sound. You can hear people a mile away, you know where everyone is, etc. So it actually does help you competitively hugely. Now coming in at number 2, it is getting a new monitor and increasing the hertz. So for example, a lot of people have a 60 hertz monitor, some people have a 75 hertz monitor, and that's just very average. You can definitely get a better one. So for example, at my mom's house, I used to have a 60 hertz monitor, and it didn't feel that good. It's kind of an old model, whatever. It didn't feel that great, right? But then I got a 75 hertz monitor, and it was a huge difference. I felt way better. My gameplay was better. My editing was better. Just so much. Felt so much better. And then eventually I got a 144 hertz monitor, and trust me, it's night and day the difference. It's absolutely incredible playing on a 144. I can't even imagine what a 240 hertz monitor is. But trust me, this will make your gaming experience much more enjoyable, as well as you can actually become way more competitive. Now, coming in at the last tip, and this is a big one, and it's getting a new PC. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably guessed this one, but basically, if you want to take your game to the next level, you want to make it more enjoyable, get a new PC. And if you already have a PC, if it's pretty good, you're good. But if it's just average, it's spent like 900 bucks on it, I definitely recommend upgrading a couple things that can make your gaming experience more enjoyable, make your FPS go a little bit more, whatever the case is, right? Trust me, it is worth it. And if you're on controller and you want to take your game to the next step, 100% the next play is to get a PC. Sure, it does cost a lot of money, but over time, save your money. And if you want to take this game seriously, I highly recommend getting a PC. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure you slap that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.